were discouraging members from going to Afghanistan, but you also said you understand the frustration of Congressman Moulton and Congressman Meijer. That is part of the justification that they are giving, that they're frustrated with the inability to conduct oversight from over here with the shaky intelligence. Are you concerned that some of your more, I want to say, impressionable members are going to take you saying that you understand this frustration as subliminal encouragement to make these?
I just watched Speaker Pelosi answer that question. I think that's the most time she spent on Afghanistan all week. And it offended me. It offended me as an American. She spent her time to criticize somebody. Look, they shouldn't go. But these people are veterans. You know what they came when they got called back here? I talked to Peter Meijer a couple different times. I'll show you the text that he sent me was working to get people out. That's what his time. He was frustrated. You know how many calls I would get about the State Department they won't answer? I got an interpreter I worked with. Their families, they're stuck inside a house. They don't know that they can go out. Or an American family, and they're frustrated as a member of Congress trying to help these individuals, getting nowhere in sight. And they come back to Congress, called back in a special, and all they spend their time on is $5 trillion.
Did you say you talked to Meijer during the trip?
No. Nothing of Meijer taken. Meijer never talked to me about the trip. Never asked my opinion. Never asked for approval.
Have you talked to him since?
No.
Getting approval before he went?
Huh?
Approval before he went, and to in fact discourage other ones who might have a notion to go now?
I don't think others really have an opportunity to go since everything's being pulled out. And I don't think it's smart for others to go. You're putting yourself, not yourself in harm's way, but you're putting Americans in harm's way if the military has to protect you, in which they will do, and they should not.
Are you interested in leading a CODEL at some point to Afghanistan or country in the near future?
Afghanistan before. I don't know if it's going to be able to have a CODEL. Do you think the Taliban is going to be a friendly government we're going to go interchange with? I mean, maybe the president thinks so, but I don't see that. I think what we're going to have to spend some time on now is things that we didn't have to spend time before. We're going to have to reassure our allies that we'll still keep our word. A number of our allies, and from ambassadors and leaders I've spoken to, question what America will do in the future. You watch our allies try to build a bigger relationship with China now, or with Russia, because they kept their words. Whereas we just had a president go against everything that America has stood for in the past. Made a decision, won't answer questions. We even have reports that Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK, had to wait 36 hours to get a return phone call as Afghanistan was collapsing. Can you imagine that? That our president is sitting at Camp David, and if the reports are true, how can that be possible? They are there with their military, risking their lives because America was attacked. They want to get their citizens out. And they're relying on our president just to try to get a phone call back. And when he has a G7 meeting, and they all request, can we have more time? He lets the Taliban decide the date, not the situation on the ground.
One more question, sir.
Yes.
On the Afghan refugees, I mean, do you have a view on what's going on, how the administration's handling it? And
I'm concerned because reports I'm told, those who were early were not our interpreters who worked with us and others. The individuals that are leaving Afghanistan that are Afghan need to go to a third country and they have to be screened. We need to keep our word, but our word was, from a standpoint, I will tell you, from a ISIS, from Al Qaeda, and from a Taliban point of view, do you think they'll take advantage of this situation? Do you think they put some people in there? I pretty much believe they would. Just as we have people on the terrorist watch list coming into our open borders that need to stop. And that's something that the president has caused as well. Thank you all. Let's see who they are, and let's see what our promises are, and let's keep them. Thank you all.